I just can't. I just can't. I can't anymore. I really can't. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sham, back with another Hunters Arena Legends video. Today, we'll be going over my 5 major concerns with this game, man. It's just a lot to talk about. Just trying to get all this off my chest. Hopefully, it'll help shed some light on the things that's going on with this game, because overall, I love this game. I want it to get better. I want it to still live when Naraka comes out. I don't want this game to completely die just because Naraka comes out, because I know we're all expecting Naraka to do major work. It's already doing major work on PC right now, and it's probably just gonna do even more work on console. It's just a lot of frustrating things going on, and I hope that all of these things that I'm about to address gets, addressed, fixed. We need things to change, man. If y'all enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment some of the issues, some of the problems, some of the things you've been running into that's just making you, rage. Whether it's on stream, off stream, whenever, it's something that's just making you rage, that you really just can't stand, things that you're running into that are just making the game kind of hard for you to play right now. Let me know in the comments section. Also, make sure you subscribe. Most importantly, please subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another banger video, you feel me? Let's get into it. At number 5, man. At number 5, we have these camera issues. I can't tell y'all how many times I've died to people that are clearly not as skilled as me, just strictly off the character that I'm playing in the camera. Sometimes if you get backed into a corner or in a bush or anywhere where your back is against the wall in this game during a fight, it doesn't matter if you're locked on or not locked on, like, you'll die. You can't see your character anymore. You don't know if you're blocking really. You can't counter anything. You try to roll out, it's just not possible. Also, you don't see your health bar, so you might block in the corner and you don't even know where your health bar is. You can't see it. This is not the worst issue in the game. It's not the worst camera I've ever dealt with. It's just an issue. I don't know how they could fix it. I wish I had a solution to it, but the whole lock-on system and the camera is very weird. I've tried different camera sensitivities, and it's just been really tough. It's been really tough dealing with it. Yeah, man, let's fix the camera. That's really all I gotta say about that, man. Let's move on to number 4. This one, I almost wanted to make it higher on my list just because it was like, it bothers me every single day I play this game, and y'all know what it is. It's Phantom Hunters. In like the first couple of days of this game being out, before the first patch ever came, Phantom Hunters were no problem. They were basically, a lot of people ask me, what's the point of Phantom Hunters? I don't really know what's the point, but I assume in my mind that Phantom Hunters are for people who really don't fight or engage much. It gives you a chance to get some crystals so you can get, some level ups and get your get your gear up, get legendary. So each Phantom, as you know, drops 1 crystal. If you beat 2 Phantoms, then that's 2 crystals. You can get your legendary piece of gear without fighting a single real person in the game. And the problem is now we're 2 patches in, and even after the first patch, Phantom Hunters got even more like skilled. They started blocking more. They started parrying martial arts attacks, and they also just started spawning out of nowhere in the most like worst times possible. Well, in the second patch that we've gotten, it's gotten even worse. Now they do special moves. They still block like crazy. take a little minute to kill. They parry. We've been parried countless times, like where the whole entire team gets parried and a Phantom Hunter just beats our ass. We have Phantom Hunters popping up in-game circle and solos and ruining people's times, where you just want to fight your 1v1 out and see if you can win the game, but at any moment a Phantom Hunter could just spawn in-game circle that's literally this fucking big, and you'll end up possibly losing that match because you're fighting a 2v1 in the in-game circle. This game is third-party central. We have a lot of people that just hide in third party. Well, sometimes Phantom Hunters will come out during your fights with whole teams, and then you get third party with a fucking Phantom Hunter, and you're fighting a 4v3, or you're fighting a 4v2, or you're fighting a 4v1. So I don't understand the point of these Phantom Hunters. It's not like they're giving that great of rewards to be this difficult to deal with in the game. I just don't know why y'all decided to make them a part of the game. We already have enough going on that we don't need Phantom Hunters. Maybe only make Phantom Hunters for solos and just take them completely out of trios, because solos, they're a little more manageable, but in trios, they're god awful, man. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten like killed by Phantom Hunters just off of just not knowing they're there. Or, you know, they're not easily recognizable. I know they have like green eyes and no red glow, but to me that's not enough to even recognize when they're far away from you. So Phantom Hunters just needs to be gone, in my opinion. Or they need to up the rewards, maybe give 3 crystals or 2 crystals or more attack power or whatever. Just make them better or take them out. I know that's a winded statement for that topic, but I really hate Phantom Hunters, and everybody in my stream know how I feel about them. All right, man, moving on. Number 3, we have what I proclaimed. I guess people say I made up this term, but it's bush meta. Bush meta is one of the worst things to ever be in any battle royale. I want people to understand at the end of the day, this game is a battle royale, but it's unlike any other battle royale. And my main problem is this game is so different from every other BR that you don't have to implement all these new things or all these things that you feel would make your game quote unquote unique. It's already unique enough. It's a melee focused BR with a little bit of MOBA inspiration in there. And then on top of that, there's no guns or anything. You're literally just fighting with your character and their weapons. I can't tell you how many times we've gotten to fights with team after team after team, and it would feel like people are just vanishing and appearing in thin air. And it's literally because it takes 1 second to go invisible in a bush. And I've had these rants on stream. I'm not gonna make this rant too big. If you wanna go see some of my streams and witness some of this stuff, you can see it for yourself. But we've had occasions where we fought 2 teams back to back, one to 2 fights, and we'd accidentally swipe in a bush and it'll be 2 teams in the same bush, or to be 2 teams in 2, adjacent bushes that just watched us fight the whole time. We've had people that literally would fight and then just leave. You wouldn't even know where they are because it takes like a second to disappear, basically. I don't know what the solution is, man. Me personally, I don't want bush meta in the game at all. I don't think there should be a mechanic that allows you to go completely invisible for as long as you want. If you stay in that bush, you can stay in there and go to Burger King and go order a meal and drive back home, and you'll still be in that bush just safe. I don't like that aspect of the game. It's the worst, one of the worst things in the game. It would have been higher on this list, but it's more things that I got to talk about that are even worse. But bush meta has to be gone, or if any tweaks to it, I would say make the cooldown for when you actually go invisible longer. Maybe boost it to 5 seconds, or maybe allow people to not sit in there the whole time. Maybe you can only sit in the bush for 10 seconds and then you're revealed. I don't know. Or make a character on this game that can reveal people in bushes. Do something about bush meta, because it is a problem. There are too many times we're getting people watching us fight and then capitalize on opportunities. And BRs, yeah, you're supposed to capitalize on opportunities. I know people in COD snipe people from far away and they just watch teams fight, but I don't know they're there in COD. In this game, I can fight people and they would run away and we would just lose track of them, but we know they're somewhere. So we're paranoid, swiping bushes and just doing a bunch of weird shit just to negate bush meta. It's a real thing out here, man. People are dying because of bush meta over and over and over. And it's making the game a very, very, very bad experience. I can't stress that enough. Fix bush meta or take it out. It needs to be gone. That is just my recommendation. And I'm telling you, a lot of people can back me up on this subject. It's just a bad mechanic for a BR. You shouldn't have that type of escape. And then on top of that, there's characters like Wukong and Mumyoung who they can go invisible at any time, but it takes longer for them to go invisible. I'm not even gonna say longer. It's just like, why give two characters the ability to go invisible when everyone in the game can go invisible by hiding in a bush? So it's like, either give Wukong and Mumyoung new abilities or take out bush meta, because if I'm playing mirror, I can go invisible just like Mumyoung and Wukong can. What's the point of Wukong and Mumyoung having that ability? So all these things, I don't understand why y'all put them in the game. They don't make sense. Like, none of it makes sense to me. I don't know who came up with this idea, and I don't know how they still have a job, because it's literally the stupidest shit I've ever seen created in a battle royale, much less in a game, period. So there's no significance in Mumyoung or Wukong turning invisible. They can just hide in the bush. All right, man, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say on bush meta. So number 2, the level up system. We've had this debate countless times. I've had people that agree with me. I've had people disagree with me, because there's a lot of people that come from like League of Legends and Smite and all this other shit, and they feel like it's so cool to beat up NPCs and get the most XP from NPCs. I think that's stupid as hell, in my opinion. This game is first and foremost a BR. It is a BR. It's a battle royale. You get in, you have one life. You lose it, you're fucked. So at the end of the day, I should be rewarded for fighting people. In this game, you're not rewarded for fighting people. A lot of people come through my stream and ask me, Sham, how do you play the game? Do you play aggressively or do you play for the win? I always play for the win. In this game especially, it's really hard to play aggressive in this game because you're not benefited from playing aggressive. When you jump off the platform, you want to make sure that you loot and get to level 10 as quick as possible. If you don't, you're at a disadvantage for the rest of the game. So fighting people early, there's no incentive, because you can fight. There's been countless times where I'll fight and get 4 people down. I'll kill 4 people, and at the end of that, I'll be level 3 or I'll be level 4. That is a problem. If I kill 4 people in the beginning of the game, at least make me level 6, 7, something. Because at the end of the day, the objective of this game is to get people out. It's a battle royale. It's the last team standing, last man standing. So here's my criteria on where things should land. Right now, fighting bosses give you the most XP. And then right underneath that is opening chests. Right underneath that is NPCs. And then right underneath that is fighting people. Fighting people gives you the least amount of XP possible in the game. And so I really feel like fighting people should be the first priority. Then fighting bosses should give you the next amount of biggest SP. And then I think fighting NPCs should give you the next amount. And then opening chests should give you the next amount. And that way, when you open chest, you can get XP from the gold chest and the blue chest, but I don't think you should get XP from the common chest. I just don't think that's a thing. Like, you can go to a common chest in the beginning of the game and get like 2 levels. You can get 2 levels off the blue chest, and then the gold chest, they never give you gold gear. Like, I've yet to get a piece of gold gear out of a gold chest, but I can get purples and golds out of commons. I can get purples out of blues. But the gold chest literally gives you a crystal and a bunch of gold, and you can go to the merchant with those crystals. So technically it gives you a gold piece of gear, but it's an extra step you have to take to go to the merchant to get it. And we all know how people love to camp the bushes around merchants and snipe people while they're trying to buy shit. So at the end of the day, it's just a bad system. And I know we want to talk about it's a MOBA and all of this and that, but this is a battle royale first. I just want to express that to y'all. This is a battle royale first. So I should be rewarded for my skill and how I'm able to beat people in this game. If that's not rewarded, then we have what we have now, where people are literally just looting the first 5 to 8 minutes of the game trying to get level 10 to unlock their level 10 skill and their super. And then the end game is crazy. Everyone's running around like chickens with their heads cut off because not enough people are dying throughout the match, or not enough people are dying in the beginning of the match. So that's the problem with the level up system, man. It needs to be fixed. I don't really have any recommendations on what you can do outside of just get rid of the level 10 shit. Like maybe allow level 10 to be unlocked at level 5 and let the supers be unlocked at level 10, because supers aren't really that big of a part of this game. I wish supers were, but supers right now are barely even used because they barely do any damage, and you can just roll out of them and block out of them. So let's fix it. Let's just fix it. Let's make the level up system different, or you know, if you're not going to change anything, make level 10 skill for each character be level 5 in game, if you're not going to change anything. But if you're going to change anything, do what I said. Please just make people the main objective when it comes to getting XP, and I'll have no problem with it, bro. I'll be super happy with that shit. All right, man. The number one issue with this game, oh my god, is the RP. And the reason I had this lower on my list, but I had to realize that this obviously has to be number one. But the RP in this game is atrocious. It's the worst I've ever seen. It's the worst I've ever seen. There's literally people out here who are getting 4 kills or 2 kills and coming in second and losing, like coming in second and getting 84 RP. And then you have people that'll go off the next game, come in first, have 9 kills and get 24 RP. There's countless screenshots. There's people that are uploading this and showing it to the devs right now so they can see, but you're actually getting less XP or RP for winning than you are losing, which makes no sense. And also in general, the RP is just low. Like it's just really low right now. And RP, when you think about it in this game, is the incentive to play. And if we're not rewarded for our good play and our skill and our teamwork, our communication, everything, if we're not rewarded for that with RP, this game is gonna die. If RP isn't fixed, the game is gonna die. That's literally the incentive to play. The incentive to play is, this game is all about the leaderboard. People talk about leaderboards every single day. So leaderboard is what matters. So if it's hard for me to get up on the leaderboard, or I can lose, like we'll win trios matches and get like 25 RP for the win, and then we'll lose 126 RP, or we'll lose 200 RP, or we'll lose 300 RP. It doesn't make sense. Like, so if we win a match and we get 25 RP, if we lose the next match, we've lost like the past 3 or 4 matches. That is an issue. And then on top of that, we have people in trios that are clearly like exploiting the game, or they found some loophole to get maximum RP. So I don't like to accuse people of cheating, but I can put up some screenshots and show y'all. Like trios is crazy right now in the US server. There are people who have 35,000 RP, 20,000 RP, 28,000 RP. And then when you get to like page 2 or 3, there's a big gap where you see 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 1,000, 800. And it's like the top 10 people on trios right now, they all know something about the game that we don't know, and they have like countless RP in trios, and it's ridiculous. And I don't want to accuse people of cheating, like I said, but there's obviously some loophole that people have found that makes trios like godly as far as the leaderboard, and nothing is being done about it as far as I know. People aren't getting banned, people aren't getting their stuff reset or anything like that. I haven't heard of anything, but I do play with the #1 player in the world in in solos, by the name of Dre. He's at like legend 5,000 something or legend 6,000 something, and the new season has been out for like a week and a few days. And so when you do the math in your head, it's borderline impossible for a human being to have 35,000 RP in trios. Like literally you can stay up for 24 hours and you still shouldn't have that much RP with how the RP system is right now. So man, that's my biggest pet peeve with the game is RP. It has to be fixed. It's the incentive to play. And if there's no incentive to play, then this game is going to die, and it's really that simple. So let's get into these honorable mentions, man. I got 3 honorable mentions for y'all. Honorable mention number 1 is fall damage. I know you can get an enchantment, and the enchantment will give you less fall damage, but it's still not that much, man. Fall damage is insane in this game. If y'all don't know, sometimes you can't avoid fall damage. I talked about camera issues, and sometimes your character just gets stuck in weird ways on this game when you're up on a ledge or what have you. Fall damage will literally kill you. You could be in an advantage in a fight, just beating the shit out of someone, and if they use their breaker on you and you don't have your breaker anymore, if you fall from a high place, you're dead. Even if you had a full bar of health and they were down to like their last bit of health, man, they just won that fight on you. I don't think it takes any skill at all to knock people off cliffs and get fall damage. And sometimes fall damage will proc after you've fallen off of like a rock, and it's literally like the weakest fall ever. Like, it's not even a far fall. Like, I fell off of a rock that was literally like 2 feet off the ground, and I would get fall damage and I'd die. Fall damage needs to be fixed. That's all I'm gonna say about that. The next honorable mention, man, are the emotes. I have a love-hate relationship with the emotes. I think the emotes are super dope in this game. Although it's more feminine stuff than masculine stuff, there's some really like toxic emotes that that you can choose from in the game, but you can't really utilize them in game like you want to unless you kill someone and you dance on their orb. But the menu of pressing R1 and L1 and then down on the D-pad to get your emotes out is way too much to do to get an emote out. So can we get a way that we can spam emotes faster? I don't know what it could be, but I want to have access to my emotes during fights or just in any situation where I can get in and out. I think getting in and out of the menu is so fucking difficult on this game, and like enchanting equipment is difficult on the game. Everything takes too long to get in and out. Even when you drink your potions, like I know they had that in the last patch, so it might be fixed by now, but like drinking potions, getting in and out of that animation of drinking a potion is the slowest shit. I know that's just another tangent I'm getting on, but like the menu system needs to be faster, man. I want to access certain things faster in game. I don't want to have to kill people and then do it afterwards. That's just lame to me. And more importantly, man, the last honorable mention before we get out of here, fix Sam. Please, for me. He's the only nigga on the game. He's the only black guy on the game. We need him to be good, man. Like, Sam is trash. Sam sucks ass. That is my last rant for the video. Fix Sam, please. Fix Sam, please, for me. Fix Sam. Because I love Sam as a character. He's fun as shit, but he sucks. Fix Sam. So yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this content. If you did, leave me a like. Let's do a like goal of 100 likes, man. 100 likes if you can. Let's do 100 likes. Make sure y'all leave me comments on what is your main issue with this game, what is killing it for you, what's bugging you the most, and more importantly, subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another banger video. And also follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description. I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So YouTube guys and girls, go meet the guys and girls on Twitch and vice versa, man. Let's build this community. I'm loving this game, but I'm also hating this game at the same time, to be real with y'all. And that's all I really gotta say, man. I love y'all and I fuck with y'all because y'all fuck with me. And if you don't fuck with me, then finish that, man. Simple. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.